Good morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. Happy Thursday. The week's just going by. Not sure why I have a jacket on in the middle of the summer, but it's cold up in here. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're blessed. I hope you're walking with Jesus. And know that we here at Hope for Today are always thinking about you and praying for you. Can I get a Thursday night TV? I think it was Thursday nights that it came on NBC. Maybe it's Friday nights. Anyways, it was the show Golden Girls. Ooh, can I get a Golden Girl? Y'all, that was the show. If you've never seen Golden Girls, you have lost out in your life. It was the best show. These four older ladies doing life in Florida. But if you knew Golden Girls, you knew that the stuff of the show was not just the show, but it was the theme song. It went like this. Thank you for being a friend. Don, 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 don. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party. Sorry, I lost myself. Anyway, it was always about friendship. That's what made the song so great. 1 Samuel chapter 18 says in verse 1, as soon as he had finished speaking to Saul, the soul of Jonathan was knit to the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. This is one of the quintessential passages in our Bible about the spirit of friendship. Jonathan is the son of the king, would-be future king, but David is the anointed king, and David has just killed a giant, and David is about to become famous. And the Bible says that God did something in the way of Jonathan's soul and David's soul, and the Bible says knit them together in friendship. Later on, it talks about how Jonathan made a covenant with David and basically said, you know what, my job in life, the way I'm going to honor God is to love you well, to serve you, to be your friend through thick and thin. And years passed, and they were just that. They covered each other, they loved each other, they stood next to one another. And truly, when we think about gospel friendship, David and Jonathan embody that particularly. I want to encourage you, especially those of you who are so high capacity and you get stuff done and you've been there and done that with relationships and you've kind of washed your hands clean of it and you've kind of resolved in your mind, I don't really need to go that deep with anybody else. I want to push back on you and say that you were made for fellowship. You were made for fellowship, and there's some things going on in your soul that will not be mediated and ministered to without gospel friends in your life. Avail yourself to people who know you and walk with you and stand next to you through times of thick and thin. I've got some brothers in my life, man, that I'm just telling you, if they are not in my life, I don't think I'm married. I don't think I'm pastoring. I don't think I'm a father. Literally, God used my friends to teach me to become the man who I am today and the man I am becoming. It all happens in friendship. So I want you to do two things for me and figure out where you're at. Some of you are watching right now and you got that good friend. I dare you to just thank God right now and send them a text or a shout out today and say, hey, thank you for being a friend who traveled down the road and back again. And maybe you're that person who had that friend but lost it or don't have it anymore or did away with it, maybe even for good reasons. I want you to pray and say, Jesus, I need to open my heart back up to friendship and fellowship. Would you find me a Jonathan? I've noticed this in my life. God may say wait on prayers of finance and prayers of healing and prayers of provision. But boy, when you say, God, would you give me a gospel friend? I've seen in my life that God doesn't wait too long on that. God's got a big calling on your life, and he wants you to have some Jonathans with you. That's Hope for Today. I'll see you next time.